We are back, and you are listening to the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City on VegasAllNetRadio.com. And we have Pony here, our instructor from Stripper 101.
Yay! I just want to apologize that we all gave you so much trouble today.
Oh, you were fine. You were fine.
Yeah, we can hear you. If not, the bossy bitch over there will tell you you're not loud enough.
Which one?
That one. She's the mean one.
And our people in chat will let us know if they can't hear you.
Oh, because you are on film. You are on Ustream. You are being broadcast. We're big time around here. We're a big time around here.
I'm like getting watched. Okay.
Yeah, you're getting watched. Okay. You'll be on YouTube, so your friends can go back and see you on Ustream. On our YouTube channel.
Cool.
And, yeah, so you're famous.
So your company prepared you, and you prepared yourself. We're glad for that.
They tried their best.
Well, and you know what? I want to say a big thank you to Stripper 101 because when I contacted them several months ago, they were, very, a lot of places shy from us because we are adult in nature. But Strippers 101, I want to thank you because you took us on and took on our group and brave enough to send somebody here tonight. So we want to thank them a lot. So
thank you. Thank you. We were happy to have you.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a great time.
Yeah.
We're all ready to be sore tomorrow because it was a workout.
Yeah, it is a workout, but it's new movements and it's something most women have never tried. So get you outside your comfort zone.
Yeah,
keep going.
I think it could have been. I think it could have been a 2-hour class, and everybody would have been okay.
I would have died and needed to be carried out.
Yeah, everyone's different. So far as it is a long time. Even no matter how fit you are or aren't, it's a long time to absorb new movement. It's just a long time for your brain to focus and.
Well, and you got to be in great shape. How many of those classes do you teach a day or a week?
A long day is 6. So
wow!
That's 6 hours of pole dancing. That's more than most strippers do usually.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
But,
maybe 2, 3.
But since we are 101, I don't do a lot of I don't do the crazy challenging stuff that I'm working on when I train myself. So,
right.
It's tiring, but it's not killer.
So, what is the most common type of participant at Strippers 101? Is it like single women, married women, strippers trying to bone up?
Kind of difficult to say. We get everyone. We really do. I don't see a lot of strippers. A handful I've had. Most of the women who come to our class, I always check, who's been on a pole before. Most of them have never touched a pole. So,
well, not that kind of pole.
Or at least they're not admitting to it. They're not admitting to it.
Are they? Is it mostly tourist or locals?
Absolutely tourist attraction. We do get locals as well, but I would definitely say mostly tourists from all over the world, every age, every fitness level, and it's nice. We are a nice mix.
Right.
Bachelorette parties.
Absolutely. They're a large part of our clientele.
What percentage would you say bachelorette parties?
I would say about half of them. I would say about half of them are bachelorette parties, girls' night out, divorce parties.
Oh hell yeah! Woo!
Right.
I had 2 of those myself.
That's right. Congratulations on being happy.
I still haven't had my divorce party.
Are you divorced?
Yeah, I've been divorced for like 5 years now.
Well, that gives us another reason to party time.
Yeah,
girl.
Sierra's divorced.
How often do you get men requesting to come in and do a stripper class?
Not super often. I've had maybe about 8 men in the last year and a half.
And do they usually come in with their women, or are they coming in alone?
They usually come as part of a female group, and it's usually a private lesson at that point because we really emphasize that we want to be a safe environment for women to try something new that they're not used to, and we don't want anyone feeling
men
threatened.
would influence them.
So if you're going to bring a male, that's totally cool, but we do recommend book a private class, and he must participate. No, he cannot just hang out and watch.
Is a private class like what we did today?
Exactly.
Okay, now I know they got questions, but tell me how I come to town, okay, and I see your ad in the little coupon book or whatever, wherever you have it,
right?
And I decide to me and my girlfriend, hey, let's go do this. So do they put you in a class with several other tourists that are in there?
If you just came to an open class, you would be with whoever signed up for that class. It could be up to like 30 girls. It might only be a few. It depends. Different times and days are more popular than others. Depends what events are in town. You know how it is in Vegas.
Right.
So it'll be you and whoever else signed up that day.
Okay, that's great. Okay, awesome. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Got distracted with side conversation. Fucking Toxie.
I had asked you a bit in the class, but how did you become an instructor? And
I auditioned, and it was actually the most on-the-spot audition I've ever been to in my life. I was a blackjack dealer at the time, and very unhappy with that. And I was dealing till 5 a.m. and the audition was at 10 a.m. So I like went home and took off my makeup and got in bed and woke back up and put my makeup back on and went to the audition. And I thought Vegas is a very small town.
It really
for
is
those of you who
small.
don't live here yet,
Yeah.
everybody knows everybody,
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
especially the pole dance community. We all know each other. And I thought every pole dancer I know is going to be there. I was the only one who showed up. And I went into the classroom.
Just kind of got the job.
I said that. I'm like, do I get
Default?
5 defaults? But they had a television crew there. They were filming a reality show, and they're like, oh, by the way, can we tape this for their reality show? I'm like, sure. And then they just threw me on stage and like, okay, we're your class. What would we teach you? And what would you teach us? I'm like, well,
I have to
And,
tell
you
you,
know,
we
must have
saw
gone
you
well.
swing that pole, so that wasn't by default.
Yeah, that was.
There was no default there.
You know what I love? She
Yes.
says, "You guys practice what you learn. I'm just gonna get up here and practice a little bit."
wing it.
And the next thing you know, she's up at the top of the ceiling doing flip.
That's
Yeah,
right.
practice,
Flip.
show off.
doing jazz hands
I
and
have
shit.
to give you inspiration. I have to
Yeah,
give you
that was
inspiration.
inspiring. I'll tell you,
Good,
it
good.
was.
And honestly, everything I do in art class, even when I am doing my little, showing off stuff, those are all still like intermediate becoming advanced moves. And if you wanted to, if you go to pole class 5 or 6 times a week like I did when I started because you just love it, you could absolutely get there and do all those things.
That's
Absolutely.
great.
So, were you ever a professional stripper, or did you
I
just?
was a dancer.
You
I
were
was
a dancer?
here in town. Yes, I was.
Exotic dancer.
An
Yes,
exotic
and I have
dance.
training also in classical dance. That's like what I did when I was a teenager. I was living at the ballet studios.
That's
I've always
the-
loved to dance.
That's the story of every stripper I've ever met. I'm a classically trained ballet girl. Now I dance on laps for a living.
But, I mean, actually, in all reality,
Yeah.
your interest, and you mentioned earlier, is in the aerial. You love doing the
Yeah,
aerial.
well, pole led me to that though. When
Right.
I started pole, just because I saw that there was a school, and I was like, oh, why not? I'll try that, and I just loved it so much.
So you
and
do aerial silk and stuff?
I started. It led me to more. I do
Oh,
aerial silks now.
wow.
I do circular trapeze or aerial hoop. It's also called. But those things I do in circ, like that's what I'm training on. I love it.
That's
gonna-
awesome.
Are we going to see
yeah.
you on America's Got Talent?
I've actually been invited to America's Got Talent. I don't think it's the experience I want.
Ugh.
They were not.
You know what?
They were
I-
not interested in my aerial. They wrote to me because I used to do sideshow.
Oh.
And I do an act called Grinder Girl, which, if you're not familiar, means I have
Oh,
a
we are.
steel-
We had the
you know.
suicide sirens were in here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bamboo.
I don't remember the their
I don't
names. They're the
remember.
girls that staple money to themselves.
Say what?
Okay.
Yeah, and they do the.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's I think a couple of burlesque troops connected
Right,
to the
There's
Suicide
exactly.
Girls.
Yeah, Suicide
Exactly.
Girls.
I know
yeah.
specifically
And the
Bamboo, who has the
sirens, the
pink
girls.
hair.
The
Yeah,
sirens,
it
exactly.
does Grinder.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
do the grinder thing. Yeah.
I may or
the
may
one
not
with
have
the
shown
pink
her
hair,
that.
is it short pink hair?
Short pink hair. She's like a pixie in her
Oh, I don't
face.
know
So
her.
cute.
Now it's short pink. I don't know
Oh,
her
and
short.
she like did the splits on broken glass.
Yeah. Yeah, we used to do
Oh,
glass. We used to do
yeah,
glass.
that's a little crazy.
Wow.
So they invited you to come on and.
Tricks to that.
So they invited you to come on to basically shed blood on their stage
So
for them.
Yeah, I don't know how they find people. Like they just on social media, but they contacted me, and I never contacted them
You
back.
know
'cause
what
was
I
like,
find is very-
I don't know. It's just not my thing.
I find very interesting about the America's Got Talent because you are the third person. Steve and Maria August that work for the
Oh, I love
entertainment.
them.
Oh, I work for them.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, I do.
Girl, how do I not know you?
Well, I've done a lot
She
of
was just
events.
the bearded lady
Over
at
at
an event.
the
On
Elite
La
at
Freak.
Mandalay Bay at La
Awesome.
Freak. I was the bearded lady. Yeah, I worked for Steve and Maria for a long time.
Cool.
But anyway, Maria's the snake babe.
Yeah.
Again,
And they
Vegas, small
contacted
town.
her. They
Yeah.
contacted her. But I thought that like America's Got Talent was just random. Like people go there.
People too, like,
Me
No.
too. No, but
Mhm.
that is, and I know a magician here in town that I know through Steve and Maria also that they contacted him. So they do some
No.
scouting. For
Yeah, no,
what they
but
want.
90% of it is
Absolutely.
walk-ins, and you have to audition before you get on the auditions.
Right.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Yeah, you do.
Multiple.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
Oh,
And then-
Multiple, yeah.
Yeah, and then there are some people that they invite to come on because they really want very talented people. And if you just put an all call like American Idol does, you'll get those, those crazy people be like, I don't know what he's saying. I know how to sing. I can sing good. And it's like, no, you can't sing
You
with
mean
a
she
crap.
bang, she bang.
He made $1 billion.
He had an album.
Don't.
Was that William Hung?
2 albums.
Yeah.
But those people are great TV.
Yes.
They do.
You're absolutely
Those crazy
right.
fuckers are great TV, but it's why I watch The Voice. It's why I watch America's
Well,
Got
the Voice,
Talent.
they're also invited. I know they show them being invited, but there's pre-auditions
Yeah.
to
Right.
those
Yeah.
auditions.
Yeah.
And there's, I love The Voice. And
Yeah, no, they
there's-
audition.
There's 2 ways for The Voice as well that they do it. There's an open call where anybody can come, and then you can't even make it on TV till, after many auditions. But then The Voice also does the same thing. They know people within the communities that they invite to come and try.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, because, again, they're another one where they're like, we want to find the best. We don't want to weed through the worst.
right.
Right. Exactly. So back to strippers.
Back to stripper.
Do you guys have a class like if I say, okay, I want to go to a pole dancing class every Tuesday and Thursday? Do you have those that people can walk in and?
We don't currently have anything set up for locals like that where you could progress. You can always book a private, quite honestly. And you can, request a specific instructor and everything. When I have a private lesson, I always check with them first and ask, do you want like a regular class, like just what I would normally do, or are you here for a specific purpose? Do you want only lap dance or only pole or, whatever? I try to tailor it to them. I always encourage all of my girls who come to check out pole dancing when they get home so they can take progressive lessons.
Right.
There's a website called polenation.com.
Right.
They're One Nation United by Pole is their slogan, so you remember it.
One Nation.
Yeah.
United
But you can
by
type in your zip
pole.
code, and that's what it is. It's a directory for pole schools throughout the country. They're absolutely everywhere. I recommend to anyone.
Michelle was liking that pole school over
Yeah,
there
we're lucky.
today.
We have amazing training in Vegas. We have the best in the world. My trainers are, with Cirque and with, international competitors. I'm over at Shine Alternative Fitness. We have amazing instructors there. We're so lucky here in Vegas.
Wow.
Because I was saying that it would be good to have, like, instead of going to the exercise clubs and just working on the machines, I said, well, this was fun, and I'm sore already from just the one class.
And
so
if you don't enjoy it, you won't do it. I mean, I'm
So,
sorry.
like-
I don't ever go to the gym. I don't like it.
No,
It's not for me.
I finally kept. I wasn't going. I was wasting all this money, spending $25 a month for a gym I don't go
Exactly.
to. Smelling people I don't want to smell. I don't want to do it. Getting in nasty water that nasty sweaty people have gotten into. It's disgusting. I liked what we did today with the Stripper 101. It was more personable. It was funner. It was a more strenuous workout because you go to the gym, you work out. Oh, you can only do your arms today. I mean, there you literally full.
We are
did
full
everything.
body.
Yeah.
It is
Workout.
full
I felt
body.
it in my core. I feel it in my legs. I feel it in my arms. I feel it everywhere.
And you know
And
what?
honey.
You're great because you paced it for everybody.
Yeah.
Because you have like Tyra here flipping around the pole like let me give it a try. Maybe I'll see what I can do. Let me try. And
She's
then-
our ringer.
Some girls are just naturals.
And then you have, the rest of us. The whole time I'm sitting there like, or standing there like, please don't fall, please don't fall, please don't fall.
which is my left foot.
We
which
do.
is my right
Yes,
foot.
yes, because I'm marking
She's like,
on
wait a
my
minute, left
hat.
Yeah, we cater to everyone.
Got
We
my left
use-
from my right. At one
cater to
point I was like
everyone.
this, and I'm like, which
But
is
you were
my
really
left?
good about moving the class along, but doing it in a way that regardless of our level, we were
Right.
all able to.
Well, thank you. And
to
that's
progress
pole.
and get out
That's
of
part
it.
of its appeal. Pole is for everyone. There is no prerequisite of I can't do push-ups, I can't do pull-ups, so I can't do pole. When I started, I had no upper body strength, and a lot of women don't because unless you do love to go to the gym. Good for you. You're probably not doing anything to build it, but this is a way to do that and not feel like you're working out and have fun.
Yeah.
And I think it's a very different mindset when you build towards I'm gonna work so I can get that move as opposed to I'm gonna work this machine so I can create this muscle.
There's
know?
you know what, that's true. There's an end outcome. Like
Yeah.
if I can just nail this move, and it may take you 2 weeks to get it right,
Yeah.
but the workout you're getting while you're learning that is a
Mhm.
fun process. That's a
Absolutely.
good point. Good
Like when
point.
you were saying, boobs first, belly. And
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Boobs,
they all go
nipple.
together. Wait, you gotta divide it. Oh, God.
But I-
Full incentive goal. Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
I get it.
Now I can do it.
I think one of the great things about the class, for drawing women specifically, is it is mainly women oriented. Guys want to go, yay for you, fine, whatever.
Yeah.
But it takes away that self-conscious thing if you're in a gym. If you're in a main gym, like, I don't want to say names, but they may have a color, maybe a ring. But there's a lot of self-consciousness. Even me, I go on there and I'm like, I'm a little self-conscious when I'm seeing these little bitches walk around. I'm like, why are you here? Go home, go across the street,
But
and
wait
get
a
a Jack in the Box.
Tyra, we walk in a gym, us big, and they did say, why the fuck are you here? 'Cause I'm fat. Okay, and I want to be healthy, but they make us feel like we should not be in a gym.
If they even let you in, there's some gyms that if you're over a certain weight,
They won't let you in.
Yes.
Really?
You
have to
kidding
look a
me?
you have to look a
And you guys don't know,
No,
but
I wanna go in that
Nikki
gym.
is with
Never heard of
NAFA,
that.
the local chapter of NAFA, which is the National Association to Advance Fat Acceptance. And
Okay.
they've just opened a chapter here in Vegas, and Nikki's with the chapter. So she's up on a lot of this stuff. So we thank you for being the resident expert, Nikki. We love that.
But I walked out of there thinking I'd love to do this again and
Yeah,
find
me
a
too.
regular class. It was
Yes.
something that I realized, going in, I was joking saying, hey, I'm going to be swinging the pole, in no time. But in all reality, I'm like, I'm going to give it 10 minutes and then I'm going to politely back out to the side and take a Charlie horse.
No, and then
Oh, you have one with a plan.
10 minutes. Instead, bed 10 minutes in, she hands me her phone and she says, "Take a video of this."
Yeah.
I wanted to hide at the back. She's shoving me up front. I just like, I just want you back here.
No.
Yeah.
I'm like, these porn girls, Tyra, Eliza, get your asses in the front of this room.
Yeah, the whole
Eliza
dance
was doing
community
some
is very
swinging.
diverse. It's
Yeah,
very
she was.
diverse and it's very accepting because honestly, it's one of the nice things about it is like unlike perhaps a gym that might have a color involved.
Yeah.
There's more to this than just being strong. It's not like, oh, we just want we just want to look strong and that's the whole goal. Flexibility is a big thing too.
Well,
I mean,
and
that's
I have-
valuable. And it's just sexiness, just enjoying what you're doing. When you enjoy what you do, it comes across, and that's what sexy really comes
Well,
down to
I
in
have
dancing.
arthritis, so there's no resistance on that. It's just movement,
Right.
and that's exactly when you have arthritis. The doctor says you just keep
Okay.
moving. So the fact that you had the pole for support, but you still move in your body, and was huge.
That's an aspect I actually had.
No, it was
Nice.
huge
Nice to hear
because
that.
when you have arthritis and you're doing other exercises, like if you run or the bike, it's
high
constant,
impact. Yeah.
constant on your knees and your joints. But that was very low impact, but
Yeah.
I still felt my body doing what it needed to do, and
Yeah.
it was good.
You had a very diverse group in there at
Oh, absolutely.
seriously at all different levels. I mean, just not to call you out, Michelle, but Michelle just had hip surgery not that long ago.
I know, it's such a
in
trooper to
April.
come right after surgery. That's so
and I
wow.
kept leaning back, and you were such a trooper. And
I was
at one point, I'm like,
Yeah.
how you doing?
Everybody
How you doing?
sweats
You
in our
doing
class.
This girl's
okay?"
looking
And
to
she was
this girl's looking to get into the crazy monkey sex again, so she's going any way she can.
Well, she's already been online looking for a regular pole class since then. She's on it.
I gave up a booty call to go to this.
Ah!
Thank you.
Because you
And
love
it's still
us.
worth it because it's fun.
Now you reschedule and you've got new moves.
I know.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's what I said. I said, see, now you can call your booty call and say, let me practice on you.
Exactly.
See, there you go.
Exactly.
Who would you say is usually the more enthusiastic people you have in your class? Is it
That is a highly individual thing. That is personality because I've seen very much firsthand. It's really interesting to see the exact same age and the exact same body type, how different it will be depending on their attitude. I very much see the girl who comes in and is intimidated, might be a little scared. I mean, we do everything we can to make everyone comfortable, but at a certain point, if the girl who's like, "Oh, I got this," will pick things up quicker because she just believes she can, and it's what I see is, you can believe that this my age, my size, my I don't know whatever that's holding you back, but attitude counts for a lot.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that is a very personal and individual within different groups.
If you think you can't, you won't. You won't ever.
It's and I totally get it. I totally understand too because when I'm learning, I still train too. There's still pole moves I can't do yet, and I'm still training, And I know when I learn something new, I overthink and I get like I get in my head. So when I see it happen to my students, I totally understand. I know how it is. So, but if you're willing to try and do it wrong. Try and do it wrong so we can see what you're doing wrong, so we can fix it, and then you can do it.
Right.
What
Good
was
point.
great too, Pony, is you had a very calming voice. Like
Yeah.
it really helped in the beginning because you were like, these moves were made by
Drunken
other
strippers.
strippers. If you can do it, you can
Yeah,
do
that was
it.
funny.
It
Yeah.
was very calming, and it helped, at least for myself, ease everything into it, and then go
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, I
Yeah, it
maybe I
was-
can give it 15 minutes before I fake the Charlie horse. Maybe I can do that.
And that Charlie horse just got further and further
Right.
away.
She never had a Charlie horse today, did she?
And he never
And
came.
she did her graduation dance, didn't
That's
she?
yes, she did.
Yeah,
Yes, she did.
I was worried that usually when you go to classes like this, the person up on the stage is that really ridiculously overexcited person, and you were not, and that was great. Like you were excited enough to get and
Got our
to deal with
attention,
the rest
yeah.
of us,
Yeah.
but you
Yeah.
weren't the one who's just like bubblegum poppy
Well,
kind
it's
of
a balance. It's a
excitation.
balance. I mean, if you're phony, people can sense that very quickly. You don't want to be phony.
Yeah.
And also, it's good for me to be calm because very often, I mean, our ladies have had a few cocktails before they come in,
Yeah.
and they have a lot of energy, and I need to harness that and put it into structure. So part of my job.
And broke the moves down really small so that you could understand each thing. Because it's like, okay, oh, hey, all right, you did
Yeah,
piece
that's
by
so
piece
important.
by
Yeah.
piece rather
That's
than
so
this is what you do.
important.
And then you go, oh shit, what did she do?
Yeah.
And it was really perfect. You
Do
really-
they like?
Thank
Do
you.
they like? Okay, as instructors go, are you like trained with other instructors? So like you follow the basic same program, or is that like your own little
Stripper
thing?
101 gives us a lot of freedom. All the
Oh,
instructors
okay.
teach their own moves, so you can take our class again with a different instructor, and you might get an entirely different set
Oh,
of
that's
moves.
very cool to know. Yeah.
we all teach our own stuff. Because I'm from that background of ballet, to me, I think I carry that with me in pole to where I want structure and I want technique, honestly. That's why, I emphasize like push your shoulder down and let's break everything down really small because honestly, pole dancing, there's a lot of freedom there. And even one of my coaches says that there's no right and wrong in pole, but there is safe and unsafe.
Right.
So very important that we break everything down so that so you can do this and enjoy it and not get hurt, because you absolutely can if you don't know what you're doing.
Right.
If you don't know what you're doing, so
Do you offer senior citizen classes?
we do not do anything specifically to segregate our classes for everyone. We get all ages, we get all from all over the world, every fitness level, all backgrounds. But we definitely get senior citizens. Like absolutely, yeah, if you're a little older and you want to come in, please don't let that intimidate you. I've had the oldest one who actually like volunteered her age to me, so not everybody walks in and tells me how old they are, but she told me was 86.
Oh, wow. Good for her.
And she had a private lesson. It was me and
she
her
had a private
one-on-one for an hour. Yes.
I want to know, what that 86-year-old woman did when
she's
left.
banging a hot 66-year-old guy. That's what she's
probably
doing.
is, and it was great to see because she was a very natural mover. And certain moves weren't right for her. They made her dizzy, so we steered clear of those and stuck with things that felt good to her. But her hips, I swear, her hips were going the whole time. She was a mover, and it was so neat to see.
Awesome. That has to be
she did a
like
great job.
to think, geez, I can be doing this when I'm 87, huh?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
That's awesome.
Do you ever have celebrities take the class?
We have had some. I want to say they might
Can you
have
name
all
drop?
predated me. Honestly, they might have all. I'm trying to think because I know we had Kendra Wilkinson at one point, one of those girls next door, teach the class. But that was before my
when they
time.
first started. Wasn't Kendra there when Strippers 101 close to the beginning? I remember them advertising
just came in
with
just
her.
The once. Yeah, she just came in.
Okay.
I want to say just the once.
Thinking of Peep Show.
Oh, baby, I am.
Yeah,
you're
you're
right.
thinking
Holly
of Peep Show.
Madison. You're right. You're right.
Oh, yeah.
She is not there anymore.
Oh
right?
no, yeah, she's over at Mandalay Bay now.
Yeah, she is.
But yeah, we get them sometimes, and as far I don't, I'm trying to rack my brain of every. I mean, we've done filming for television shows, but most of them, honestly, that I've filmed were shows that I'm not familiar with because they only show in Europe. So it was, oh look, it's this Italian show, and I was like, oh cool.
Guten Morgen.
Yeah, I'm sure they're big stars in Italy.
Guten Tag. Today I shake the booty.
On the pole.
Now I'm interested in hearing how private, like if I want to come in with my husband and I want to do something for him, like he can come in and be the model in the chair. And
He would be dancing with you. He would be dancing.
Tell us
with
about
you.
how that works.
Yes.
He would have his own
He would be
chair.
taking the lesson with you, so he would learn.
Exactly what you're doing.
It would almost exactly. I always offer, and again, each instructor handles their class differently. I always offer to my men, if any of these dance moves don't feel right to you, please let me know, and I will give you a more traditionally masculine version. Because if you've never gotten a lap dance from a male, it is very different than what we do.
Yes.
Male lap dance is very aggressive.
Wait, male lap dances are more like watch the pendulum and have it smack you on the face than anything else. It's not particularly sensual. It's more like I'm trying to fuck your
it
face,
tends
but
to
I
be much more
can't.
aggressive, but I offer options for males who come in if they would like, a lot of the moves we do in our lap dance I feel are unisex. But if they would like something that they feel is more aggressive, more their style, we can always do that.
I just want to see the man do that move where you take your bra strap off.
I tell them to unbutton their shirt there.
Oh, there you go.
So that they can pull you in with the shirt. And then, usually there are characters. So I'm like, this is your chance to decide. Are you a fireman? Are you are you in the military?
Cowboy, yeah.
I had a guy
you
who
the
was like,
pizza
I'm the
delivery guy?"
mailman. It was so funny.
So I'd like to know why didn't we get to get naked? That's what I.
She
I was waiting
she
for
wore
that
a really
point.
cute sports bra. so she
Seriously,
could get
any
naked.
excuse for her to get naked.
What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
There were kids next door, Toxie, for God's sakes. Watching puppy dogs jump through flaming hoops.
Oh, Popovich. I love that show.
I do. I love that too. My
Yeah.
daughter used to be obsessed with him.
Oh.
So we went many times. And one time I had asked them, and they did a little meet and greet for her with him.
Oh, nice.
She
Nice.
used to be a huge.
I love that,
fan.
walking backstage and seeing the little miniature pony. I'm
They're
like,
it's so
"Ah."
cute.
Hey,
It's a
we have the
great
same
show.
name.
Yeah, yeah.
told him he
When you
doesn't
come to
care.
Vegas, you have
He
to
doesn't
go to
respond.
Stripper 101 and then also go see Gregory Popovich.
Yeah, get a little
animals.
best of both worlds
Get
there.
the best of both worlds.
I think
It's
you
a
get
great
multi-ticket
show.
He on
discounts.
America's Got Talent?
Huh?
He
Popovich?
was,
Yeah, I
he
thought
was,
so.
but he's, most, and not to take away from Stripper
No, of
101,
course.
but most people who have animals in their shows, their dogs or other animals. He also has cats, which are very hard to train. I mean,
Uh-huh.
I
Right.
can't even get my cat to stay off the bed,
Right.
let alone walk a tightrope and
And reps.
jump through hoops and do tricks
Yeah.
and stay on stage with a room full of people.
And
So
dogs next door.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, he's amazing. I mean, there were some that the cats and the dogs are together, and they're all rescue animals.
Mm-hmm.
And
They are. They
so,
are.
yeah, it's an yeah. When you come to Vegas, set up Stripper 101, and then go also see.
Yeah, we
Gregory
have so much to do
Popovich.
in the V Theater. We have so many shows now. It's getting
There's a lot of
crazy.
it.
I
Oh,
love
yeah, there's a lot.
Zombie
It's fun.
Burlesque. I just saw that one. I love that
Zombie
show.
burlesque,
I love
really?
it. Yeah, it's
Oh,
so
we need
like,
to tell Lexia because she's a zombie girl.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She loves
She's a
zombie
zombie girl.
Is there a demographic you haven't seen come through, or have you literally seen everybody?
I mean, we do. We literally see everybody. I mean, we get women of, every age group and every background. We get men sometimes. So it's hard to, yeah.
I
we
bet
really
the
do
most
get
fun is the
everyone.
bachelorette parties, because to take a group of girls all drunk in there and do stripper class, I think would be
Probably the
great.
least fun for
We-
her.
It's probably
Think
the
about
least fun
it.
for you,
Put a
but it would be
ball
fun
first.
for
Right.
me and my
Wait,
friends.
getting
It's
drunk
fun.
was an option.
Oh, absolutely.
I had
Yeah.
a shot before I went in.
I had a Miami Vice
like
before I went
encourage
in.
them.
Yeah,
A little
Michelle had an Aquafina
I
bottle.
would still be there.
Michelle
Had I got
Aquafina,
drunk, I
drag
would
her
have still
out.
been in there.
You'd have
Some-
been there
sometimes
trying
it
to.
helps a
She'd be
little
just
bit.
trying to make out with you, Pony, if she was drunk.
Yeah.
That's what she'd be trying to
It
do.
happens.
And that fireplace, Yeah.
I know. Yeah, we set up the environment. We sure do.
Right.
It was very sexy.
Yeah, we had a group that comes every year. That's actually what do they call it? I think it's the meeting of the goddesses.
Ooh.
They're just their female friends. They've scattered, they're throughout the country, so they want to stay in touch. So they come every year. They meet up at Stripper 101. So we get all kinds. And they were a lot of fun. They were so funny. One of the gals in their group, I don't know exactly her age. She's a senior citizen for sure. But she was saying, like, my husband is always in his recliner. Does this lap dance work if he's in a recliner? And I said to her, well, if you tell him you're giving him a dance, I think he'll get out of the recliner. And she said, if I tell him you're giving him a dance, he'll get out of the recliner. And it was
You'd have
so
a
funny. They were so
special Barca Lounger lap dance classes.
It would have excellent balance, nice, solid, heavy chair.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could probably do some nice, crazy stuff on there.
Is there specialty classes? In other words, I know you guys aren't in the business just to open classes. It's part of the whole show thing on Vegas, and there are classes. But like specialty classes, meaning, for a women that want to spice up their sex life, or that people that just want it for fitness. Do some places around, most places offer that kind of difference in pole dancing?
For us, we're obviously very focused on the sexy and the empowerment and the female energy. If you were to go to a pole studio anywhere else and you wanted to start pole dancing, that pole world, that's actually an interesting topic, is very divided on this. And there are schools that focus on sexy, and there are schools that are very strictly acrobatic. There are very few schools that combine both, and that's a very hot topic in the pole industry.
See now me thinking like marketing.
Yeah.
You want to bring in all aspects that both work.
I agree. I
Great.
love both aspects. My
Right.
favorite routines, I love to see, there are girls, big pole names, Alethea Austin and Cleo the Hurricane, who are like, they're so strong. They can do amazing acrobatics, but they have the stripper moves. They do floor work. They do nasty stuff. They wear 8-inch heels. I like the combination.
Right. The
that's
soft
just
and
me.
hard. Yeah, the soft and hard. is
Everybody's
always
different.
good.
Everybody's different what they prefer.
Yeah. You're
Yeah. So we had a couple more questions. But they seem kind of null and void at this point.
Covered so much
See,
territory.
yeah. So there's one about plus size girls, but we can
Right.
skip that one. Oh, this is a good one. What has been your most memorable class so far, good or bad?
The right answer would be today's class, but I'm just
Well, today was amazing. We rarely have a bad day at Stripper 101. It's really, I'm so lucky to be there. It's a very positive environment. Girls come in, they're happy to be there. They're excited. So it's very good energy. But I have gotten to meet some very amazing women. We did have one gal who really, she stood up because she came in and she had a cane. And, okay, I mean, you come in, whoever you are, you're welcome, and you just do
Right.
what you're comfortable with. That's fine. She set it aside. She
Well,
did the
that's
class like normal. And then at the end, she came up to me and she had it, and she's women a lot of times end up kind of telling me their life story after class because I think we open them up and they feel like they want to, they want to chat.
I watched your cookie shake for 15 minutes
yeah,
now.
they
I
figure
think I
we're
can tell
we're
you.
friendly now. We're
Right.
friends now. We're comfortable.
we
But
talked about cookies.
But yeah, so she was telling me she has this very rare disorder where she said, I wake up unable to move and I have to like kind of warm up and get moving. And throughout the day I'm normal, but she's like, by the end of the night, it's gonna go right back to where it was, and I'm not gonna be able to move again, which is why I have my cane. She's like, because I have to walk back to my hotel, and it's gonna get harder and harder. And I was just so flattered that I'm like, you have these, only limited time to move, and you spent it with us. I appreciate that so much. And she's like,
Yeah.
well, I used to dance, and I miss it so much. So
How very cool.
it was very touching. It was very touching. But we get a lot of, women who pole is very transformative for a lot of women because they don't think they can do it, and then they come to it and they see what they can do, and it makes them wonder, what else can I do?
Right. That's very true. It's very erotic. I mean, just because no matter where your mind frame is, you can't help but to feel sexy when you're on that pole.
Absolutely.
And this one over there, just touch yourself.
Yeah, that was the best advice.
Remember what to do. Just touch yourself.
It's true though.
Smile.
It's true. It's true. I try very hard. I want, it's not a science to lap dance or anything, but that is part of my personal philosophy. What I believe is like, don't worry about your partner. Don't factor him in. You will both have a better time. Focus on yourself. How good you feel.
Right. That's
because
true.
he's gonna see that. So don't even worry about him.
Remember,
Focus on
he
you.
pays $20 for a lap dance by a girl who's thinking about whether or not she left the coffee pot on this morning.
Exactly.
And you know what? He ain't getting what he hopes to get out of his wife after that pole dance,
Right.
right? For that $20.
Unless
Yeah.
it is his wife.
Maybe.
Just saying.
Oh,
Should
maybe.
charge him more for that though.
Yeah, more than
Right?
$20. Exactly. Exactly. So like, I just think that it would be such the greatest thing for married couples. Like, what a great thing to give a married, like, for their wedding. You give them a certificate to
For a
Yeah.
stripper
Strippers
class.
101
Yeah, absolutely.
class.
And you'll come and you'll love it. And usually the men do not mind if you want to need him to finance the pole, or you want him to hey, now I need a pole in the house.
Yeah.
They're usually okay with that. Put it in the bridal registry, whatever.
Oh, I love that. Put it in the bridal registry,
Yeah.
a pole.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Granny Kirby, don't look too far down the registry, Granny Kirby. Just get the china.
No, you got the vacuum cleaner and the pole on your registry. Which one is Grandma gonna buy?
My grandmother would buy the pole.
Yeah, it depends who your grandmother is.
Well, you were talking about Bruce Jenner earlier. Well, Bruce and Chris both had a stripper pole in their bedroom. Now I'm actually wondering which one was using it.
True.
You know,
It
I
didn't help
actually
their
just
marriage, though,
caught
did
an
it?
episode, just a few minutes of the Kardashians. They did a pole dancing class, and for what I saw, I'm guessing it was Bruce.
I bet.
I'm guessing
I
it was
bet
Bruce.
it was Bruce.
I bet it was.
Well,
He has
it
that
must
hair he
not-
can toss. His hair's longer.
That's
He can
true.
toss.
He does have longer.
Yeah.
But you know what? It didn't help their marriage.
Well, maybe
No.
it did. They're on and off.
Well, she did wear the pants in the marriage.
Yeah.
Just saying. She's
Well,
a
Yeah,
man in the
very
relationship.
She
obviously.
should have been. Well, I don't know. I hate the
Bruce is a
Kardashians.
hot mess.
I fucking hate the Kardashians. They are famous.
Watch it.
They are famous for nothing. Why can't I be famous for nothing?
Because you don't have a famous father with $1 billion.
This is true. But I will get naked in front of anybody. That should get me something.
And
okay?
has. I'm just saying.
And has. Yes, it has.
In front. Well, when we first went in, have you ever had anyone else come in and say that they've won a
pole
Was it
dance.
pole
pole
dancing
dancing class?
contest?
We had one gal, and I could tell pretty quickly if you're already trained, and I could see that this girl knew what she was doing.
I don't know what I'm doing.
So
I
when-
just won the contest.
When I was walking around and visiting students at one point, I do that in class to see how they're doing individually. I asked her, I'm like, so what's your background? She was a competitor, like a
Oh.
pole fitness sport competitor. She's one in Canada, I guess.
Oh, wow.
So she was very nice and respectful, and she wasn't trying to like show off and do anything crazy. So it was nice to have her in class. But yeah, once in a while we get them. But very often, then once in a while we get the strippers too. Who
Just because I won the contest don't mean I knew what I was doing. I just made the pole disappear.
I want to go.
No.
that's a great trick.
I don't think it was the pole. I would think it was pulling the rabbit out of your ass that was the
Yeah,
one. I
that
think that was
probably-
your star
I-
move.
You gotta have a
When she-
gimmick.
The year that she won, because you pulled the rabbit out of your ass multiple times.
No, I only did it
Just
once.
the
That was
once.
the year
Okay,
I
well.
won. Yeah.
Is there
Okay.
a video of that?
But there
Somewhere.
should be.
Somewhere.
But I'm telling you, I was in the audience. The move that brought the house down is when you made the pole. Here's pole, here's no pole. You made the pole disappear in your ass crack.
I wrapped my ass cheeks around the
Around.
pole.
3
Went
feet of
around
pole.
like that. Yeah.
And got a huge audience response,
Oh,
right?
and
Huge
won
audience
$2,000.
And won.
Yeah.
So doesn't that
The
just
place
prove
went
you don't need to
insane.
be, able to do crazy acrobatics to be
Exactly.
a great pole dancer?
Oh,
And
yeah.
that- and that
I never
same-
took my
Crowd
feet off the
pleaser.
ground. No.
And in that same
Back-
contest,
Big girl, back it up. That's what I did.
in that same contest, you had others who were swinging on the pole. There's this one girl who does this one move where she goes down the pole and slaps her vagina on the ground, like
Ow.
over and over.
Okay.
And so she sometimes wins, and your disappearing pole act beat.
The slapping vagina.
See, that was combining magic and pole dancing. That's a
It
whole
is.
new act. Vegas needs
That's
that.
Vegas.
Vegas needs that.
Well, you know what? When I
dance
get up,
magician.
I'm not just a stripper. Like, I work for Steve and Maria, so I'm an entertainer.
Right.
So my whole act was about involving the crowd, and I had a lighted up balloon bikini. I was like a magician, and I was popping it with the magic wand. And then I had the hankies all stuffed up my chubby roll and a big long hankies.
The double dong.
I had a double dong stashed in here, and my.
Why are you not on America's Got Talent? What's going on there?
Oh,
What's
can
going
you
on
imagine
there?
what Howard and Howie will say when I pull out the double dong and
I
do
think
that?
you would enjoy it.
I'm
I think they'd be
serious.
speechless.
No, what I want to see is you pull the rabbit out of your ass and throw it at Howie. Howie would have a fucking
I did. I
heart
had a rabbit
attack.
like this that I had hidden in my ass crack, and I pulled it out like pulling a rabbit out of your hat. So
That's it.
Oh,
You need to
yeah.
get on America's
Oh,
Got
you
Talent.
Next time,
do
doves,
prop comedy
doves.
back in the 80s.
He did, but he's a
he's a
super
germaphobe.
he's
germaphobe
a
now.
huge
Yeah.
germaphobe.
You
So
can't
I
even
pulled a
shake his hand.
rabbit out of my ass
Yeah,
and
he's
gave it
famous
to
for that.
Howie. Oh my God! Ah!
He'd fall off the stage.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. I would fucking pay to see
But
that.
there was on Britain's Got Talent. We just watched a video last week on the show. A girl, a big girl. She probably was easy over 200 pounds, and that girl was flipping on the pole. I mean,
I believe I've seen that
she was
video. I
doing
believe-
great,
yeah, she
and
was
we
blue, I
believe that
Yes.
that Simon Cowell.
He
had
got himself a little chubby.
He had himself a little. I like this fat girl going on.
A little
He
bit
did.
chubby.
She got
He-
through? Did she?
Yeah, she
I
did.
didn't
She
see
made it to
full
the next
episode.
round. They told her.
Oh, did she?
Oh, and
Nice.
Simon Cowell was the first
Nice.
one. Yes, and I'm like, woohoo!
He is a chubby chaser.
He won't admit it. He
He
won't admit. He
outed
told
himself.
Jennifer Hudson
Yeah.
she looked like a roll of aluminum foil the first time she was on the show.
Is that what he told her?
She had a silver dress on. He's like, she told her
He's
she looked like
harsh.
she was
She is
wrapped
harsh.
in
She
aluminum
looked better
foil.
when she was bigger.
A lot of girls do. You know, that's why the Gabor sisters always kept weight on them, because it filled their face in. And when they lost weight, their face would look older.
Right.
So a
right.
lot of girls that are, keep a little weight on them because it fills their face in. That's my excuse.
Still looking
That's
good.
my
No Botox
excuse.
for you. No Botox for you.
No. Oh, I've
Well, if
tried
you
done
look
that
at
before.
to go back to your favorite people, the Kardashians. I mean, my favorite is Khloe, and she has a little bit
She's
more,
a curvy girl,
a
yeah.
little bit
she
more
is.
pounds on her than maybe
She always has,
the
though. She
one.
She's
She
been the
has.
fat sister.
But that's what they call her. But
Is that what
I
they
mean,
call her?
she's- Yeah.
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 Who is they? These people are
They're
mean.
sisters.
Yeah.
Her sisters.
They call her that?
Yeah.
Her face?
And other
Yeah.
people
That's
in the
love.
tabloids
Ooh,
and stuff.
That's
tabloids
sisterhood. That
do,
is
yeah.
sisterhood. Right
Well, wasn't
there.
Chloe
She
the
wears
one
it
when she
beautifully.
wasn't Chloe the one when she was like 8 months pregnant? She had giant cankles
No,
and was
she
wearing
never,
the.
no,
She's never had
She's
a
never had
clear-
a baby.
So who is
Chloe
it?
wants
She
a
was
baby.
the one who was married to
Kim.
Kim.
the basketball player.
Kim, when she had cankles when she was carrying Northwest. What the
Yes,
fuck is
and
that?
she was wearing.
See, they're fucking stupid people.
She was wearing clear acrylic stripper heels,
Yes.
and her feet were oozing out of it
Yes, that
like
was her.
cookie
Oh
dough.
my God, are you kidding?
Imagine if you'd cut some slits in a cookie dough roll and then you started twisting it. That was how her feet looked in those
Oh my
shoes.
God.
To
It was
jump
terrible.
To jump back to this, Callie guy said the girl on the talent show had amazing arms and shoulders, serious strength.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She was
absolutely.
great.
Let me tell you,
Coming
that's
from a
one of
man
his
who knows
things.
Serious strength.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was really good, that girl. I hope she goes further. But yay for the big girl on the pole, huh?
Hell yeah.
Uh-huh.
You know, no matter who you are, it's work. No matter who you are, no matter, what your size, your age, it's work. It's hard for
Well,
it,
and
you
we
know?
promote here at the show healthy at any size.
Uh-huh.
We hate fucking Dr. Oz, okay? Who says you have to be a size
Flappy-headed jackass.
2 and eat 500 calories a day
I'm
to
not
be
terribly
healthy.
familiar with Dr. Oz.
Oh, he's a piece of shit. But anyway,
Okay,
we don't
I'll
like
take your
him.
word for that.
But no, we believe, and we've had several guests in studio
Okay.
to prove that even big girls can be healthy, and their blood levels can be right, and they can move and they can exercise. So I I'm gonna love offering pole dancing as an alternative to exercise because you're right. Who the fuck wants to run or go to the gym?
But it is exercise.
But it is,
You
yeah, it is
just don't
absolutely.
know.
It is
Yeah,
a
it's
full
moving.
body
You gotta keep
exercise.
your body
Yeah.
moving. Keep your body
And then
moving.
the whole time I'm in there, at no point did I go, oh, when is this over? I'm done exercising
Right.
already. I was just
wanted
like,
more.
what am I going to learn next?
Yeah.
You know, I couldn't.
Yeah.
When am I getting up the pole?
Yeah.
And who's
That's what I was
gonna
like, I'm
lift
ready
me
to go
up there? Yeah.
Ready to go back up.
You
When am I
need,
Girl,
going
if
up
you
and
had
who's
expressed
gonna
that, we
lift me
would have gone
there?
over it.
I was ready to go back up.
Toxie, when we take the class where we got to go up the pole, we need to
Right.
bring Mr. Toxie.
We will.
She's
He's
an
going to
incredibly
set me up
huge
there.
husband. And in one the dance contest that I won, you have to first part was a pole dance, the second part was a lap
Was the
dance.
lap dance, yeah. I've been to these
So
contests.
yeah, so I worked it out with her husband's very strong that he took my ass and I put my foot up on it and he lifted me up onto the little sofa you're pole dancing them on so I could put my cookie in his face.
Nice.
So I know that he could get us up the pole,
He
Tox.
could get us up
He
the
could get
pole.
us up the pole. So next time we come, we bring him as our pole lifter.
Pole lifter.
So
Tell
tell
call me.
tell everybody where they can go if they want to when they come to Vegas. All you fuckers who need to come to Vegas, where they can go to book a class and how they can specifically book you if they want.
They need to go to, they can do it online, stripper101.com. We're at the V Theater, which is in Planet Hollywood. And yeah, you should definitely check it out. My name is Pony with a P like a small horse. So you can request me if you would like. I'm always there, honestly, anyway. So, but yeah, you should definitely do it. There's nothing else like it. We're the only place on the strip that you can do something like this.
Right.
And it's,
Great
you
for
know,
a party.
yeah, it's
Girls' night out.
Yeah.
It's
girls'
great
night
for
out,
it.
everything. It's
Boys' night out,
It's
who cares?
unforgettable.
I want to go watch the boys
Me too.
strip.
Me too.
Ooh, Latin guys.
Oh, Michelle, Latin guy.
Well, we know what your type is.
I remember your conversation you had the other time with the disco.
Right.
You guys,
Oh.
wait, did you just say you guys went to a disco?
Not disco. Okay, the club.
Wow.
Right.
That's
it was a
okay.
club. You know, you're right. It was a
Michelle,
club with
Michelle still,
beverages.
Michelle doesn't text. She teletypes. Okay, it's okay.
I want to send my smartphone, you know?
No, I'm still using the old ones. So you beat
Her
me,
shit's
girl.
still got buttons on it, for
Shut
God's
up.
sakes.
Ooh, you got the BlackBerry?
No, it's not even a BlackBerry.
Oh, older.
It's the famous
It's older.
It's a fake berry, Nikki. You got it. You got it,
No,
girl.
it's not a fake berry, it's a faux fruit.
A fro fruit.
Plastic fruit.
That's
Yeah,
right.
it's plastic.
fruit.
You guys, my phone works. And all y'all, I keep looking. Oh, my iPhone, I broke the screen. My iPhone, look, I need a cover because it cracked in the back. This
don't
shit
ever
has
do
been
that.
through shit. It's been in the pedicure bowl. It has been in my drink at the Red Label.
It is Old Faithful.
And it still works, okay?
I have a sidekick.
I had one of those.
I
She was in a
remember
box
that.
found in the garage 2 months ago.
That's funny. That's funny.
That's awesome.
Pony, you have been great all
Thank
day,
you.
putting
you.
up with us and coming into the show. And did they have to twist your arm to get you to come here tonight?
No. You know, honestly, I do a lot of these for our class because I believe so much in what we do. I think erotic dance is so empowering for women to put them
It
in touch
is.
with their body, and you know, to make them, you know, get in touch with it and feel, you know, and realize that they might be sexier than they realize.
Right,
They
and you
may-
know what? And it
power they
has
don't know
It's
no.
not just erotic. It's
Yeah.
more than just eroticism.
Yeah.
It's a state of being. It's like finding your own self within. And
It's focusing on
Yeah.
yourself as opposed to focusing on this external viewpoint of
Well,
how
and
do
when
I
I
look,
think
it's how
about
do I
pole
feel.
dancing,
Yeah.
right? When you
Yeah.
think about a pole dancing class, you think about people going maybe to do it for their men or to, you know, but you know what? Do it for yourself because it
Absolutely.
does make you feel really empowered
Absolutely.
and really good.
Yeah.
And wow, my body can move like that. I didn't
Exactly. And
know. I
what else
didn't
can
know
they
I
do?
had that little wiggle in my jiggle. You know,
One
so.
thing she kept saying was, when you don't know what to do next, just touch yourself. But just don't touch yourself. And I noticed this is what she would do. She'd say, feel yourself. And you'd see her close her eyes a little bit.
Yeah.
I do. I close my eyes and I
She
dance
closes
a
her eyes, She
lot.
closes her eyes and she dances. I noticed that. And that's how you feel. Because even when I was working in clubs, I go elsewhere. My mind,
Right.
gone. Eyes
Coffee
closed,
pot.
mind, gone.
Right.
I'm elsewhere. And I'm feeling.
Yeah, because if you're dancing for a bunch of different guys in a night, you don't know what they all want, and you can't worry about that. We're gonna rack your
No.
brain, try to read them, try to figure
No.
them out. If you want to waste
That's a
your
waste of
energy on that,
time.
you go right ahead. I'd rather just focus on me, and yet somehow they were all happy with that.
Right, right. But
Same
if you feel good about
over
yourself,
and over.
Yeah.
you know, if you feel good about yourself, then the people around you feel good about you, I think.
Yeah.
Confidence
Absolutely.
says a lot.
Absolutely.
If you act confident when you're doing what you're doing, that's going to draw attention to you. And
Yeah.
if you're on the pole doing your show, like you said, your advertisement, your marketing, they're going to be drawn to that. They're going to dance with you because they
Absolutely.
see the confidence.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. One more time, they can get a hold. We're getting ready to take a break. But strippers101.com is that?
Yeah, stripper101.com. We're at the V Theater in Planet Hollywood, and we're there 7 days a week. And come check it out, and you won't be sorry.
Great. And you guys, again, thank you so much to you, to Planet Hollywood,
having me.
and you guys have been a lot of fun. So thank you very much. You have been listening to the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City. Get on our Facebook page, get on our Twitter, and you can see some pictures and some clips of us at Stripper 101 today.
Yay.
Thanks again, Pony. Take care.
Thanks for having me.